Welcome back to the final segment of Investing with Confidence, sponsored by Online Trading Academy on their 25th year, teaching regular people, everyday people. We call it the public, civilians, whatever you like to call people, teaching people how to get started in the markets confidently, comfortably, especially with what these markets are really doing right now. Big moves, especially this week. Wednesday, huge rally after the Fed announcement. Thursday, huge drop, actually getting lower at one point, and we know what happened Friday. So it's all about making smart investing decisions. If you did miss tickets to that investing class that we do locally at our academies, locally here in Bloomington, Minnesota, Denver, Colorado, and Atlanta, Georgia, text right now, text the word INVEST to the number 484848 for 2 tickets plus a financial quick start kit that'll help you get started right away. That also includes some free stock picks. Text the word INVEST to the number 484848. And now, Cam, as we were talking about in that last segment with wealth accounts and different strategies for up markets, strategies as markets go down as well, we didn't really clarify that term quite yet. So I want to make sure our listeners get that term. And we really dissect this more in the investing classes. But the term of downward strategies, it's called shorting.
Yep.
And just kind of go into a little bit more. Let's just say if an investor wanted to short a stock without getting confusing here, keep it real top line, real easy to understand. What does shorting really mean?
Well, shorting is the act of actually borrowing shares that you don't own, so you can sell them at a high price and then buy them back at a lower price.
Okay.
So just think of anything. You know, if you already own something and you sold it at a high price, you know, you probably made some money on that. For something you don't own, you can actually borrow it first, so you can sell first, buy later, because you have to return the shares back to the broker from which you're borrowing from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so basically what he's saying there, and don't worry about the terms we're talking about, just as long as you get the concept of downward strategies, it's called shorting. So basically think of it this way. You open high, you close low, and just the opposite of opening low and closing high. So it's just a different direction, and think of it this way. Most of you that are probably listening right now, at one point this week probably drove a car, and did you only drive a car in drive, which would be forward? You probably went in reverse at one point, getting out of the garage, getting out in and out of parking spaces. So you have multi-directions with your car. Same thing in the markets. It's imperative to have both directions for strategies, because we've seen 1,000-point moves especially the Dow this week in one day.
Absolutely.
Which creates opportunity, Cam. And that's what it's all about. Just talk real quick here about some of these opportunities and inspiring people to get started, because I think a lot of people are not sure what to do or how to get started. In your opinion, if someone's looking to get started trading and they're not sure what to do you just open an account first, or do you, I guess, where would you go to get started?
Yeah, I wouldn't start with the account whatsoever. You need to start with education first and foremost. And where I got started was in one of these free investing classes, and that's what really started my journey, was right here at Online Trading Academy. And I would say for everyone else listening that is at all interested in anything like this, it's a great starting point. There's no commitment up front. You know, that's why we make this first class free, is that so people can dip their toes in the water and see if this is something that's right for them, if this is something they want to pursue, if they want to learn how to take advantage of these markets regardless of market conditions.
Yeah, that's the key, is getting started with a little bit of education, because it starts with knowledge, then it's building skills. And we have a lot of listeners that don't know what to do first. And as you said, it's a great starting point to, I guess, get in the markets, know how they work, know how they function, know how price moves, and then have the right asset to trade, like futures, Forex, options like we've been talking about, or stocks, based on your time, your schedule, and your capital. So you're the most capital efficient and time efficient based on what you have, because a lot of people that come to our classes, I'd say the majority of people are still working. And so you got to have a way to do that on top of your job as far as trading and investing. But we do get a lot of people that are retired as well.
Yep.
And they don't want to I guess, take their whole day and do it. So how do we allocate your time properly? If you want to learn more about that, we have these investing classes we do locally. We have local academies actually worldwide. Most major city in the U.S., I think it's 9 different countries. But locally, Investing with Confidence, we are in Bloomington, Denver, and Atlanta. So if you're in any one of these locations, we have these investing classes to get started. So text right now for 2 tickets for this investing class. Also, a financial quick start kit that includes some free stock picks. Text the word INVEST to the number 484848. That's text the word INVEST to the number 484848 for 2 tickets and a quick start kit. So, Cam, you started off as a student here at Online Trading Academy, I think, 3-4 years ago now?
Yeah.
And we have a great time having you around. You do a lot of help with our students as well, which comes along with having a community in trading and investing. And you actually host a lot of different trader groups and almost like open houses for people to come in and learn more about investing, trading, different strategies and stuff. So you've actually helped a lot of people in those beginning stages as well.
For sure.
You know, when they come into the investing class and how to start that plan, as you were talking about in that second segment. So what do you think is the biggest eye-opener when people are coming in and saying, hey, I'm going through this. How do I do it the right way? And how do I be more confident in my investing? You see a lot of wide open eyes wow, this is a really good thing to help people make better investing decisions.
Yeah, absolutely. I really do think it's the community that you get here at Online Trading Academy. There is no other place in the world where you can come in and get professional help and have a community that is all trading and investing and interested in the same things. I mean, that is one of the great benefits of Online Trading Academy is this huge community, this huge global community and local community that you get to take advantage of. You know, not just the other students, but then the professionals that get to come in and help out the students as well. It's invaluable. It really is. There's no other place like that you can get that sort of community building and things like that.
Yeah, in the Online Trading Academy actually has roughly about 60 or so professional instructors teaching people about the markets. And it's kind of like one of those things where you have to find somebody that knows what they're doing and do what they do. And that's what the strategy is telling you to do, because we want to follow Wall Street. That's where a lot of our instructors have came from. A lot of people come from the New York Stock Exchange, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Matter of fact, we just had someone here teaching a class that was on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, I think, for 25 years.
Yep.
So doing a lot, back on the trading floors, that's how the market started out. He was there for many, many years. A lot of people even have came through the academy, and their consistency have brought them to be instructors. Because think about this. The floors of the exchanges are pretty much non-existent now. There's you could probably yell in there, you'd hear your echo.
Yeah.
And so you have to evolve with the times. You have to evolve with the markets. And that's the great thing about Online Trading Academy is their strategy has evolved with the markets as well.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, as you're going through, you were talking about people are meeting about the same, that have the similar interests and stuff like that, and meeting with the same asset trading as well. So I think that's key.
Yep.
Right, is having somebody like I can't even say this word, accountability buddy. Did I do that right? Is that right? Accountability buddy? We'll try that another time. But having somebody to be able to help you out. So say, you're trading with somebody and you're like, hey, I have this area of supply or demand that I might be interested in being a buyer or a seller. What are your thoughts?
Yeah.
Why is that so important?
Because you get to bounce ideas off of someone and you get to see the markets from other people's perspectives and get their opinion on it. So that's going to be other students and then also the instructors that are in these centers as well. Part of my success in all of this has really been coming to this center in Minneapolis here and spending a lot of time with the instructors and students at this center, because trading is something that is so individualistic when you are on your own at your computer at home that there's not people to bounce ideas off of. And we have that here at Online Trading Academy, and it's a fast track to learning these markets and learning how to operate in them.
That's right. That's the key, is to have the right tools, but also the right people around you. And, having more confidence, like what you're saying, it's helped with your confidence in trading and investing. And hopefully, going through that as quick as possible. But then again, we know this is a longevity market. This is not something, it's not a get rich quick thing. You have to build that longevity. It starts with finding out what strategies are, who's moving the market, how to trade like them, and then put proper risk management in those.
Absolutely.
And that's the key. And I'm glad you're talking about that stuff. Coming from, especially when you started off as a student and you've been around now for several years and just helping other people kind of going through that same journey, which is pretty cool because having that community behind you is important.
It's incredible.
And we have a lot of listeners, Cam, that want that community. They're trading and investing by themselves at home, and just it's not having that community. It's a different ballgame.
It is.
So if you want to get started with the community, get started trading and investing, build more confidence, you got to get started. It takes a little bit of action to trade and invest. That first action is actually calling in for one of these investing classes. So one last set of tickets for this investing class locally here in Bloomington, Minnesota, Denver, Colorado, and also Atlanta, Georgia. Call 888-682-6466. That's 888-682-6466. Also, for you texters, you can text the word invest to the number 484848. That's text invest to the number 484848. Cam, I had a good time talking about the markets with you. We could do this for hours. Unfortunately,
Really
we just
could.
have an hour for our listeners. So hopefully we've inspired people to get in these markets, get in confidently, and do it the right way to make smart investing decisions. Had a great time. We're going to do the same thing next week. So same time, same place next week. Until then, retire young, my friends.